Every headline right now is screaming Thailand versus Cambodia.
Why are Thailand and Cambodia fighting?
Tensions rising between Thailand and Cambodia.
Fighting has broken out between Thailand and Cambodia.
Cambodia has called for an immediate ceasefire with Thailand.
Border clashes, gunfire, soldiers moving in. But is this really the start of a war? Or just another dangerous dance at the Preah Vihear Temple? Let's rewind. July 22. First shots fired. At dawn, silence broke. Bursts of gunfire near Preah Vihear. Cambodian Border Patrol said Thai troops crossed 200 meters past the line. Thailand denied it, called it a routine patrol. On paper, a misunderstanding. But here, every bullet carries decades of weight. The International Court of Justice ruled the temple Cambodian back in 1962.
That Cambodia had sovereignty over the whole territory of the promontory of Preah Vihear.
But the surrounding land? Still disputed. Which means every patrol, every step, every shot is contested. And for villagers waking up that morning, it wasn't legal borders they thought of. It was survival. It was fear. The kind that comes when ancient disputes suddenly sound like modern gunfire. And the sound of those shots carried across hills, temples, and villages, reminding people that old maps can still create new wounds. July 23. Social media erupts. Within hours, it wasn't just a clash. It was trending. Videos of explosions, millions of views. Hashtags surged. Hashtag pray for Preah Vihear. Hashtag Thailand-Cambodia war. But here's the catch. Many clips weren't even real. Some from 2011 clashes, some from Myanmar. Syria. One Cambodian teenager wrote, "I can hear bombs from my school."
While me and my friends were studying, we heard the sound of guns firing, bombs exploding.
On Thai Facebook, the call was louder. Protect our land. No retreat. In 2025, wars aren't only fought with rifles. They're fought with algorithms, with viral clips, with fear that spreads faster than facts. Digital wars create their own kind of battlefield, one where truth is often the first casualty. What began as border gunfire became a nationwide drama. And the fuel wasn't just bullets. It was misinformation. July 24. Troops mobilized. The next day, governments moved fast. Thailand rolled in reinforcements. Helicopters thundered overhead. Cambodia answered tanks on the cliffs. Roads closed, fields abandoned, schools shut. No war was declared. But if you were a villager, watching trenches dug, hearing aircraft above, it felt like one. A farmer in the borderlands said, "Yesterday I was harvesting rice. Today I'm digging a shelter." And when tanks arrived before teachers and artillery before aid, villagers stop asking why. They only ask, when will it end? That's how fragile peace is here. One day, it's ordinary life. The next, it's the edge of war. July 25. Civilians evacuate. Then came the cost. Over 8,000 Cambodians evacuated. On the Thai side, another 4,000 fled. Families left cattle, rice fields, entire livelihoods, and casualties mounted. 2 Cambodian soldiers, 1 Thai scout, at least 6 civilians injured. Their names won't trend, but they're the reason these clashes matter. And here's the truth. Bullets don't only wound bodies. They wound futures, because when bullets fly, Politicians argue about borders, but it's families who lose homes. It's children who lose classrooms. It's farmers who lose years of work in a single night. July 26, calls for peace. ASEAN called for calm. The UN urged restraint. The US spoke. China, even India. Talks were scheduled in Bangkok, but not before more accusations. Cambodia said Thai drones spied on posts. Thailand claimed weather drones. Meanwhile, ordinary people spoke louder. TikTok comments. Facebook pleas. A Cambodian guitarist singing "No War, Please." A Thai parent posting, "All we want is safety." Government's posture. People plead. And sometimes their pleas matter more. Because peace doesn't always start at conference tables. Sometimes it begins in the voices of those who refuse to be silent. History has shown people's voices don't always stop wars. But silence never has. Why does this tiny strip of land matter so much? Because it carries scars. 1962, ICJ Temple to Cambodia. 2008, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thai protests erupt. 2008 to 2011, deadly clashes. Dozens killed. For Cambodia, Preah Vihear became pride. For Thailand, some saw humiliation. And humiliation never dies easily. That's why today, one single bullet echoes with decades of bitterness. Borders here aren't just lines on maps. They're lines drawn in memory, in blood, in national identity. Preah Vihear is proof. Some disputes aren't really about land. They're about history and the weight of remembering it differently. But this isn't only about a temple. It's about power. The cliffs are strategic. The trade routes matter. Cross-border trade worth billions? Frozen. Farmers can't sell crops. Tourism collapses. China needs stability for its Belt and Road. The U.S., a Thai ally, is watching.
And during the trade, I said, I'm not going to do any trade deal unless you guys settle your differences. And we got it settled in 24 hours.
India, culturally tied, speaks too. And nationalism? Politicians stoke it for votes. Because nothing wins elections faster than waving a flag near a border. For global powers, it's geopolitics. For local families, it's survival. Preah Vihear isn't just sacred stone. It's political firewood, and every spark has the chance to set the region alight. July 28, a ceasefire. Both sides pledged, pull back artillery, ground helicopters, launch joint patrols. Cambodia declared, "We have no interest in war, only protection." Thailand echoed, "We value regional peace."
The Royal Thai government urges Cambodia to cease its repeated acts which constitute severe violations of international law.
But soldiers remain, artillery not fully gone, and trust still fragile. A ceasefire isn't peace. It's silence with tension underneath. And in border villages, silence is uneasy. Every loud sound, a truck, a helicopter, a storm, feels like the war returning. It's like a wound stitched closed, but not yet healed. So what happens next? The shooting has stopped. But history tells us silence doesn't always mean peace. What helps? Clear boundaries, honest dialogue, and the voices of people demanding restraint. Because no piece of land is worth more than the lives of farmers, parents, children who only want safety. We've said it before and we'll keep saying it. We don't need wars. Not now. Not ever. And maybe if we say it louder, longer leaders will finally start listening. Because in the end, Preah Vihear isn't just a temple. It's a reminder that borders may divide nations, but peace, or the lack of it, decides the lives of millions.